Hey there, and welcome to my channel. I'm the young homesteader, and today my family and I are going to be building a new pen for our ducks and chickens. We already had a couple of fence pieces in place, so what we're going to do now is make sure our next piece lines up correctly. Driving posts is hard, but something that makes it a lot easier is having a good post driver. It's important that posts be well driven because they're what support your fence. So when you get your post where you want it, you can either, if you're vertically challenged like me, struggle to get this post driver all the way up to the top of the post, or you can use a trick my dad taught me, which is simply lean your post forward and put it on the end of the post. Then push it back in place and start driving. When you have your post as deep in the ground as you want it, don't just pick up on this. There's a spring in here that lets this bounce, so simply use that and let gravity help out with the rest. Ta-da! One thing that I would like to mention is that when you drive a post, make sure to get all sharp edges in the ground, because stepping on this would really hurt. When your fence is lined up and your post is driven into the ground, you're ready to wire the two pieces together. Here I'm wiring the bottom of the fence, as I have already added wire closer to the top. To make your wire tighter, grab a pair of dikes and give the wire 3/4 turns. So when you're working with something like baling wire, for example, you want to make sure to secure it somewhere, like on your fence panel, so it doesn't end up laying somewhere in your yard, and if you run over it with your lawnmower, not only will it tear up your machine, but it could also cause serious injury, even amputation. By the way, here's what happens when you handle wire without gloves. Your hands get rusty. Always be sure to cut the excess wire. Otherwise, that will happen. And when working with the chain link fence, it's usually a good idea to wear a long sleeve shirt. Post 2. Like with the first post, we're going to line it up with our already standing fence, which has been secured on the other end. Then bring it down to where you can get the post driver in place, stand the post back up, then start driving. When you wire your fences to your posts, be sure to get it as tight as you can. And remember not to use the middle of your wire, because if you use a section closer to the end of the strand, you'll be saving wire to use later. So our fence panel's a little bowed, but as long as nobody tells the ducks and the chickens, we'll be okay. Breaking news! A jailbird has blown the coop on the local homestead. Hey, you, get back in here! You're on the wrong side of the fence! Now we've arrived at the corner, and here we're not going to be using a post. Instead, we're going to line our two gates up so that they create a right angle, then wire them to one another. Just as we're doing here, continue building by repeating the same process. It seems like my ducks are already interested in their new home. And here's my finished product. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I also hope that you will like and subscribe down below and click the bell for notifications.